Hello, hello, welcome back to Creative Frenzy. Okay, so we are still working in, or I am, I don't know if you're playing along, but if you are, we are working in our magazine art journal, repurposed magazine into an art journal. And we've done 2 pages so far, so I finished this one with you guys, and I added some Sharpie to this page. I just gave her a body and I just did a few mark makings, and that's about it. I didn't go all out, but I thought I'd show it to you anyway, and then we're gonna do the next one. So I did do some more Jane Davenport stamps, so I stamped a bunch of them out ahead of time so that you don't have to watch me do that. What I like about this is like you can just easily do a bunch of stamping and then color and pick and choose your favorites as you go. So I thought that would be fun. But I've been experimenting with some more tissue paper. I cut some up into strips, and I don't know, we'll see what we end up with, because not everything turns out the way I have it inside my head. So that is what I am doing. Let's see if I can stay on frame. Oh, hope you're all doing well. Fall is pretty much in the air around here in southern Ontario. It's quite nice. Weather has been actually not too rainy. It's been sunny, which I'm very, very thankful for. And we're supposed to get warmer weather again with as the week goes on, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I cut these into strips because I want it a little bit of overlapping, so where it overlaps it's a little bit darker, so it's like I want to say landscape, but not a landscape, if you understand what I mean. It just gives a little bit more texture. And I did crumple up the tissue paper just to give it a little bit more texture. So I'll just go in and very, very gently glue that down. Remember, tissue paper is very delicate, but it's also a lot of fun to play with. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like paint and whatnot else, but sometimes you don't want to make a mess. You just want to do something very simple. Alright, I think we'll do this one too. So you could change this up and do a bunch of different colors, but I thought this would be kind of cool because it has the serrated kind of edges, uneven, a little bit different. I thought it'd be fun and interesting to play with. I mean, you could do landscapes this way. That'd be really cool. I'm not so sure if I'd have the patience for that. This requires no real thought, so it's a simple enough thing to do, which is what I like about it. I'm going to trim my edges so you see see, that's why you put that other paper underneath, so you don't have a big mess. I'm just going to go in and trim this very carefully. I have a tendency to cut too far and then I trim part of my previous page. I don't know. It's not a good look in the end, but it is what it is. So yeah, we're supposed to have nice weather this week. Towards the middle of the week, what is today? Today is Tuesday. So towards the middle of the week, I mean, as I'm filming this, it's supposed to be quite nice. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Our pool is now closed, which makes me kind of sad. I mean, it does bring us to the next season. I love fall, so nothing wrong with that. But every time the pool closes down for the winter, it always makes me a little bit sad. So today I'm wearing a sweater, which is, I haven't worn sweaters in a while, so it's kind of interesting how our wardrobes have to switch with the seasons, whether we like it or not. All right, so as you see, the overlapping helps to disguise some more of the background, which is nice. I did cut out some circles from one of the other, let's see, where did I have it? From one of the other tissue papers, right? So it's a nice big pattern. So for a small page like this, it's kind of nice to play with shape and size. So again, my favorite thing to do is to make rings out of these. Not the jewelry kind, but just, you know, just perfect little circles that we can just place wherever. And we don't have to be overly particular, which is what I kind of like about this, because it's just background. You can be very particular if you like, absolutely. I just like to play and have fun. You can do this in so many different ways, but I like the idea of splitting them up and just having them as little accents around the page. All right, we could do another one yet, but let's cut up some of these. There's a handy little fold that's already sort of there that we can cut along. So in this case, I'm going to use this pretty much all around the perimeter. So it creates like almost like a rainbow effect. So if you do the smaller ones and then put the bigger ones up top, you have this really cool effect. Try to go to the edge as close as possible. All right, let's get these all off of here. Sometimes it can get a little cluttered. I need a bigger one than that. There we go. Come on. They are a bit finicky. It's okay. Now I didn't go all the way to the edge here. We can fix that by adding another little sort of arch over this way. And we can disguise that. And you are going to go this way. There we go. All right. If you put enough glue down, you can slide it over just a teeny tiny little bit, which is okay. It does work if you're careful enough. Again, if it doesn't work all the way, it's okay. Sometimes you have a little bit of leeway. If you do it this way, you can still put it down if you're quick enough. It's a bit finicky. Now what you can do is you can go like this and give it a broken arch. It's okay. Especially if it's driving you crazy, like this one is. There we go. It's okay. It still reads as an arch. It is good enough. one yet. Make sure I have the print side up. That's kind of cool. Turn the edges a bit. So let's see if you can see it now. Make it a little bit easier. Oh. Sometimes paper does not want to cooperate. There we go. I'm going to trim this off here too. Better not make a hole in that. That would not be good. All right. So we still have this, and then we have these ones. So what we can do is we can turn these into circles, or we can leave them as is and just make it into little areas of color. There we go. Just like that. Try to do odd numbers. Sometimes I can get a little bit too OCD about it. Alright, so I really like this Jane Davenport stamp here. So I'm going to use this one. Signifying the end of summer, basically. Again, you don't have to keep them as one. You can separate them, especially, you know, if you cut all the way through and you think you've made a mistake. It's okay, you can still put them together. They just won't be attached. I love this sun hat on here. So here's an opportunity to use the colors that you already have, obviously. Alright, so they could end up sitting on these little pieces here, or this kind of thing. You know, whichever way you choose. It could be poolside somewhere, looking into the pool. That's basically what it looks like, although it's a very green pool in this case, but that's fine. Let's see. So again, this is where your highlighters would come in handy. And you can add a little bit more color. Oh, you know what? I think we'll do pink. And go right over top of that pencil crayon. think she's gonna have a pink bikini. You could color in the body itself, of course, if you wanted to. Let's see, I need some brown. And one more swimsuit to do. And that is it. Do we want to do, no, we want to do a blue, I think. I think that's blue, yeah. And then if you want to come in and do a little bit of, you know, give some polka dots on there, a little bit of print. That's okay too. You could do flowers, stripes, whatever you feel like. Let's see. We could give her some stripes. There we go. Because why not? Alrighty. Let's see. She is going to sit here, I think. Are they at the pool? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? It's okay. Like I said, you know, just because they were together on the stamp doesn't mean they have to stay together. They're having a very deep conversation about something. Don't know what. But it's good. Let's see, what else can we do? Here we go. Say yes to new adventures. That's what these two are doing. What else can we add to this? Does it need something else? Who knows? I mean, it looks pretty good the way it is. I don't know, I kind of like how the background turned out. So when you really look up close, you can see the magazine image in the back, but, you know, because this is torn edges, it really has a cool effect. So I think I'm just going to leave it like that. Who knows, maybe in the next video I'll show you this page again and I could have added something to it. It is a possibility. That's half the fun of doing these. So, like I said, you know, tissue paper is quite usable in many different ways. So you can create texture with it just by ripping the edges and leaving the background in the background and just having fun with it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.